to Unscripted Lagos. My name is the Social Mo, or you can simply call me Mo. Here on Unscripted, we discuss issues affecting relationships, sexual relations, life experiences, and navigating life as a Gen Z or millennial living in Lagos, Nigeria. It's about to be an amazing ride, and I can't wait to get the ball rolling or hit the road smooth and nice. Trust me, I'll try as much as possible to not trigger any sore feelings. Overall, we are going to have an amazing time. This podcast is sponsored by Hdebay Tv. In case you weren't aware, the 15th Headies Awards, which held in Atlanta on the 4th of September 2022, had a lot of people riled up. I in particular, and I speak for most Nigerians, weren't too happy about the fact that they hosted the award in Atlanta. What happened to Nigeria? And you still went with the same sound and technical team and didn't bring your A game to the event. It looks like they just paid for their flight ticket and that was it. I'm not sure what Headies was planning, but we would have thought that they would have sort of up their game and produce a more excellent show for us, but that didn't happen. And I guess that the only thing they know how to do is create some level of savage and emotional damage. Because why would you have Tunde Ednut, of all people, to present an award to Wizkid Fans Club? What were you thinking about? And if Wizkid were to be there, what would have happened? Would he have collected the award? I don't know. I just have a lot of things going up in my head. But anyways, thank God that didn't happen. Another interesting thing that happened at the award was Asake going off key. Is it that they didn't have enough mixing mic for him or something? Because he just literally took us from top to bottom. I went deaf on YouTube. I'm sorry to say. I don't know how the people that were present there felt, but I literally had to fast forward on YouTube because that was a no. But great performance. I just wish that every Nigerian music artist would put beef aside, right, and respect Odogu the baddest. I'm not a fan of Burna Boy because he's a proud Port Harcourt boy. I know that one. I have people from Port Harcourt. I know how proud they can be. But when it comes to live performances, he's the king of live performances. And I think we should give him his flowers. Burna Boy, cheers to you. And please learn from Burna Boy because, you will set the right pace for us as Nigerians and the music industry. If you close your eye to this one, nobody will recognize you. You're on your own. It will happen that you will not get any mixing mic, and when you go off key, nobody will call you again. Sakwa will hit you, and that's on period. Anyways, moving on to the next interesting thing on the Headies Award. Congratulations to my boy, Puju Bentley. Look at my nigga. You see that he didn't twerk to get the award on stage. He didn't shake his bum. I'm sorry, I don't know the beef that both of you have, but I hope that you watch him literally go up stage to get the award, and he can actually do the bum shaking in the Bentley, and that's on period. Okay, no shades. It looks like Portable is not done with his beef with Headies. Headies, please give this guy something. Even if it's free ticket to watch a movie at Ebony Live TV. I don't know. But you guys have to settle this score because he's really pained that he didn't get any award and that you had to give the award to Goya Menor. Would you listen to God Abego or Zazu? Or would you rather listen to You Want to Bam Bam? There's a difference. I'm not all for the trenches, but I don't know. And congratulations to Goya Menor for winning the Street Music Artist of the Year. I think that he really deserved it because he worked for it. And finally, on the Headies Award gist, Wizkid's fans, I don't know, you people should welcome it to your club, because these 5 awards on just one song. It's not like he has sung in how many years. It's just this one song that has been winning awards back to back. He won 5 awards at the Headies, and I must say that it's just grace and glory all for the top Wizkid's head. I wish I knew how to sing, man. I would just be winning awards back to back, but I do not know how to, so let me just focus on my career and what I'm doing right now. Anyways, to wrap up the gist of the Headies Award, I leave you with this favorite motivational quote from our Mr. Portable. He said, and I quote, you can take my word, but you know if you carry my glory. Whatever that means, it looks like the Lagosian residents have been carrying grace and glory and awards for flings and relationships, especially the Yoruba men. It's like the demons have become very plenty in Lagos. They have clouded Lagos. I don't want to be generic, but it looks like they have clouded Lagos. And this is where I bring you to the Unscripted show with Hdebay Tv. And on this note, I would like you to welcome our special guest, Odogu Ibad, for presenting importer, exporter, esquire. With all this happening and happening, I hope that at the end of the day, he sprays me money. Welcome, the one and only Uncle Perez. That's his Instagram handle, but you can call him Perez.
Thank you very much for having me now.
You're welcome. And welcome to Unscripted with Hdebay TV. And on today's podcast, we have something very juicy and interesting for you. But trigger warning, if you are not 18, please go and watch Coco Melon, because this podcast is rated 18. And we're going to be discussing flings and relationships. Are you a Lagos boy?
Of course.
Not them. Not them. So I'm going to ask you, when did you know that at what point did you know that you wanted to be in a relationship? First of all, are you in a relationship?
It's complicated.
Very fast tomorrow. Okay, so when did you know that she was the one for you and you were ready for a relationship?
Okay. Basically, I think how you know if someone is the one for you is when I think you start making some certain sacrifices for the person. Sacrifices you do not do on a normal day. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't understand.
I mean, your girlfriend coming to you to ask for some things that are actually not comfortable for you to do right there. But you find yourself doing it. You get what I'm saying? So that's the point you know that, okay, I think I'm sacrificing too much for this person. I think there's something there. There's something I'm feeling. You get? So at that point, that's the point I think you know that, okay, this is the one for me. This is the person I think I want to spend the rest of my life with, or this is the person I think I want to be in a relationship with. I think that's it.
Then how come you're in a situationship?
Leave that one for leave my relationship.
I see you, bad demon. I hope if they serve you breakfast or lunch and dinner, you have to work hard for it.
Chop and
But anyway, I think for me, when I knew I wanted to be in a relationship was when I sort of like gained some level of self-awareness, right? And self-love. Because I sort of like grew up in a space where we had to be dependent on either your dad, your mom, or your siblings and stuff. And until I went to university, I said that life is different too. It's unilagna. If you don't hold yourself very well, like life will hammer you, boys will mess you up.
Of course.
So I had to get to that point where, you know what, you literally have to be self-aware and love yourself so that like guys don't at the end of the day tend to like mess you up or underestimate your worth and your self value. But before we go on, I am your favorite host, Mo, and if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so by clicking on the like button, turn on your post notification, make your comments on every hour of our podcast show, and don't forget to follow at Hdebay TV on all our social media platforms. Do that now before you continue. Okay, let's talk about our topic for today, relationship. Yeah. I will still go to the flings part though, because I know that's illegal, but that's people's main course. That's your core skill.
Don't do that to us.
It's your course. After tech is fling and breaking people's hearts. That's as in it comes together.
That's unfair.
As
that's
a guy.
Unfair.
I've been served breakfast, so it's just normal for me to. And if you do the maths, as it's 80%. I know it's sad to say that all men are scum, but literally most men are scum.
But I mean, you're saying it like it's only the guys that serves people breakfast.
You're in a situationship now. You know,
why are you going back to my situationship thing? Why are you doing this to me?
And I'm sure the girl doesn't know that you're in a situationship. But please let me know for that. Like,
so you just want to break my relationship?
Me,
situationship.
I don't preach love. I preach
violence.
Not violence. I don't preach that. Okay, so let's talk about like Gen Z and millennials, and so comparing relations, how like Gen Z take relationships to the next level and millennials. I'm a millennial, right? So I'll say like for we millennials, we are just very much calculated, right? And there's a way we just like to plan our lives. We just want to say, you know what, I want to be financially stable. I want to get this and that. We're just suffering ourselves because we want to get to that, we want to climb that ladder of success before we get into a relationship or before we start adding, because relationship is a lifelong experience. I mean, the commitment you have to give, the vulnerability, you're literally opening yourself to the person to say, you know what, I choose to be vulnerable with you. I choose to be open-minded. I choose to give my all to you. You're giving all your trust to someone that you just randomly met. You have gone through the whole talking stage. I don't even think anybody does talking stage anymore. This Gen Z have spoiled the whole narrative of relationship.
You think so?
I don't think so. I believe that Gen Zs are amazing people, and I say this every day, that they are very creative, they are very smart. I believe that they are the smartest people on earth.
So far,
I've had conversations, not so far, I've had conversations with Gen Z, and I mean, sometimes I'm always thinking, where is this coming from? What did they teach them in school, and what did they teach us? Is it because I paid
those people are different.
It's because I paid 21,000 naira school fees. And maybe now they are paying like 80K and stuff like that. But I mean, they are really smart. But I think that when it comes to relationship and emotional intelligence, they just have their own perspective to life as regards that, right? So for millennials, we're trying to organize our life. We're trying to say we don't want to bring people into our life in order for us to like suffer. I'd rather suffer alone and hustle alone than bring somebody else to suffer with me. It cannot be a separate relationship. We want to build a powerhouse. But for Gen Zs, their own is, I move with you today. If I don't see what I want, I'm moving to the next one. For millennials, they're like, let me see, I know that this person has a future, right? I know this guy has a future, or this girl has a future, let me just flow. Let me give this person like 6 months, 4 months. If it doesn't happen, we'll have that conversation, we'll move on. But you see, Gen Z, if you don't have the money, if you are not rich, there is no relationship. And they are very direct with saying this is what they want, right? And that's something I love about them.
They are bold.
It's on the next. I don't know how God was forming those people in their mother's womb, but it's on the next level. If they want a committed relationship, they will tell you. If they just want to like catch cruise, and they use their word vibes, they just say we're vibing. If they want to vibe, you know that it's vibe that they are vibing, right? So, in your own opinion, what would you say? How's your own experience been? Like, I don't know if you're millennial or Gen Z, but if you're in between, I don't know what generation will call you, Sha. But you find your own generation S or Z. But what do you think about like Gen Z's relationship as compared to like millennials now?
Here's what I think about all of this. I think millennials, they are people like all power belongs to your hard work. And Gen Z, all power belongs to your bum bum. You get what I'm saying? You get it?
I didn't get you. I didn't get it.
You should get what I'm saying.
God, I beg you.
Because trust me, as a millennial, all you want to do is, I want to work. Is it that even if you're a lady or you're a guy, all you want to do, you hear people saying, in those days, you hear people saying stuff like, oh, before I get married, I want to have like 2 cars, I want to build my own house, I want to actually be okay before I try to get married.
Life.
These kids are not doing that anymore.
Oh God, if they beat us on this,
they are not going to beat us, trust me. They are not trying to
do that. Uncle Perez, me, my only just move.
They are not even trying to do that anymore.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? So now all I want to do is I'm talking as a girl right now. All I want to do as a Gen Z, follow any Odogu, find any Odogu that is doing well. I don't care how the Odogu is.
Which Odogu are you subjecting to only women out of the men?
No, I'm still going there. I'm objective. Trust me. I'm still going there.
Women supporting women person.
Not true. So I mean, they just want to go to the Odogo, get the money. I just want to be shaking my yansh on the yacht and be doing a whole lot of stuff. But trust me, I think there's a whole lot of difference between these two people, like their relationship. It's not even, well, let's talk, our relationship is just one of the aspects. There are other aspects that these people are really different from us. Trust me, they are so different. So if you ask me about their relationship, I just think the major difference between the relationship is the fact that the Gen Zs are giving up and the millennials are still standing strong. Stand strong. You go minus.
Okay, so I think that for Gen Zs, right, whilst I admire their boldness, right, and whilst I admire the fact that they speak up at every given moment, the problem that I have is they don't know how to keep relationships, and I'm not even talking about like of the opposite sex. So when it comes to like commitment to a relationship, for millennials, they try to put in the work. They give you that benefit of doubt that, you know what, this person will do better. But for Gen Zs, they immediately cut you off, and they are moving to the next level, right? And that's because they hold so much. They know that they hold so much power. They have a very their voice is very loud, right? And they will use their voices at any given point. But I think that when it comes to relationship, they should try to just calm down small.
Just be calming down.
Be calming down. It's enough. It's enough. Let somebody love you. Let somebody believe in somebody for once. Do you understand? Sometimes I'm even always, so I have, let me give myself, should I not?
Yeah,
I'm thinking, they should off the camera, but no. I think that, so I've, so there was one time here, one Gen Z came to meet me. I was like, that's, I was seeking for advice. I was like, Mo, there's this person I've been seeing, we've been dating for a year, right? And we just recently found out that we're both AS.
That's deep.
I really love him. He really, my millionaire Headies say, my dear,
Jackpot.
move. There is no love in this. There is no love in this thing, right? And I'm bringing this up because this is where it comes to emotional intelligence part. When it comes to like connecting into its relationship, right? Emotional intelligence. And she's like, but I really love him. We can figure things out. I mean, we don't have to like get pregnant. We can just do IVF. We can just do this. I think they're thinking of like different things to like make things work. I mean, it could work. It's good, but the fear that there's still that like temptation to want to just be intimate with your partner. Of
course.
Right? What if you forget to use birth control or protection or anything, and something happens, you go to Maldives, you are very excited, your moves, everything is just working, swimming left, right, center, and something happens, right? So when it comes to emotional intelligence and relationship, I don't think that they have it, and that's why I bring you to this part of flings. So I want to ask you, why do you think people engage in flings?
I think one of the major things is breakup. Breakup na national cake. You go touch everybody.
Don't touch me.
You don't touch my guy. I don't do it for my own shot. I don't do it for my own. But I mean, I think breakups, unexpected breakups, are one of the reasons why people actually engage in flings. I think, you know, when my heart is shattered and I see like a chance to actually be with someone that is making me happy at that moment, I think that's what really happens. So when my heart is broken and I see someone that is actually making me happy, maybe someone that is calling me 24/7, and I see the person is giving me goosebumps, the person is telling me things I want to hear, I'm probably easily attracted to the person. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that's one of the things that brings flings. So if I am attracted to you just because I took the advantage of you being heartbroken already. So if I took the advantage of you being heartbroken already and I talk to you, I think having a fling with you is not necessary. All I have to do is wait for the day. I don't know why I'm doing this to the guys. I'm sorry. All I have to do is wait for the day that you're going to remember your ex or the person that you once loved.
Yeah.
And I'll just be the shoulder you cry on. And from there, I'll be your superhero and I'm here to save you. And from there, fling don't start with that.
Yo, your secrets have been leaked.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Bro code has been broken.
I'm sorry I'm doing this to you guys.
It has been broken.
I mean,
I kind of agree with you, and I think that for that one that you said, not that I think, it's something that I have experienced, right?
oh, okay.
So they sent me God.
Breakfast. Everybody go chop.
My ex, if you eventually get to like see me on YouTube and you're watching this, let me not wait for you, boss. Let me not wait for you. Because I think that like the breakfast was very no. It was hot coffee.
And spicy.
It was hot coffee with pepper inside fried egg, put inside bread. So it was really it was a sad moment for me, yeah. Because this is someone that, I mean, I really, really liked. I'm a lover girl. Once I love, my head, but not anymore, sha. I love with everything. I think that I used to be that kind of girl where if my friend is probably seeing the red flag, I would not see it. Because I've been blinded by love. So I was served breakfast there, and
love is blind.
I was served breakfast there, and I had this friend that would always like come up to me, comfort me, and stuff. I didn't even know that this person liked me. I didn't like. We were just like friends, yeah. And he would always come. We would talk. I'll open up. I'll be crying, and he would be motivating me, encouraging me. Tisha encouraging me to the next
level.
Encourage me to the next level.
Encouragement upon encouragement.
After that, I didn't even see him again. The painful part is, I sort of like knew, but I just wish that, I mean, we were friends. I just wish that he would have been man enough to even say,
this is what I want.
Exactly, just open up to me. Oh, I liked you, this thing. I know that I'll still be in that frame of mind where I'm very sober. But I believe that I will grow to, even if I don't like you, I will grow to like you. But more, that one said, if you serve the friendship breakfast, I know see ex. I know see friend. And it really, really taught me a big lesson to whenever you are in your feelings or you've gotten to that emotional state where you can't make the right decisions, it's just always good to either find the opposite sex or just clear your head first. Like, never really like trust that there's just going to be that one person that you think that is going to be there for you without putting in one or two like benefits, right? And even with this whole flings, I mean, there's just a rise in HIV I don't know if you've heard about it.
Yeah.
Right. And then the story of ladies traveling to Dubai to
party.
Bruh, when I watched that thing, right,
it was crazy.
I was disgusted, and in my head I'm thinking, are they into all of this because of money? Is it truly the emotional trauma? Right? Are they depressed? Like, what exactly is going through their... Because at the same time, yeah, even though we know it's wrong, it will not be unfair to understand these people's thought process, to know where it is they are coming from, so that they will be enlightened. I mean, and then you will not carry that same... You don't even know... I don't think anybody does medical... goes to the hospital to say, okay, let me check if I'm free of this thing.
You mean after they're done?
No, not when they're done. I mean, like, I don't think anybody would say, okay, I want to go to the hospital to check if I'm clean or this person is clean before we come together to have sex.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like, people just jump on one another, right? And I think that's the problem about flings, just jumping from one person to the other and moving from this other person to the other. I don't know if the person has slept with an animal in Dubai or the person has done what do you call that thing? Potty oats. The Dubai stuff.
Party or something.
Yeah. Have done it. And then even if they've changed and say, okay, I want to be a holy person, I mean, you cannot just take away the fact that like they've just done like different unhealthy activities with their body. And I think that this generation, if I were to advise like this generation, because we're going, I feel like the world is just evolving every day, different things coming up, people accepting things that's abnormal to now be the norm. I think that's where the problem stems from, like accepting abnormal and now making it the normal, right?
Yeah.
And so if we can sensitize our generation to say, in fact, you can genuinely love yourself. You don't need another person for you to feel love.
Yeah.
Right? You don't need another person for you to feel love. You don't need another person for you to feel safe. You don't need another person for you to feel like you are valuable. I mean, before now, I was watching someone's YouTube channel, right? And the girl said that she's a very jealous girlfriend, right? And that even before like she got committed into a relationship, she'll jump from one guy to the other because she didn't have a father figure, right? And that she just wanted to be safe. So she thought that like having a male in her life was just her own safety, right? So she just moved from, oh, this person finds me attractive. I don't even care if he loves me or not. He finds me attractive.
I'll just be with him.
Just move, right? And because she didn't have that father figure, right? She would just move. There was no one to like even just advise and help. And I wish that like people would just genuinely see that they are more than enough. I think that this is already coming to a motivational speech, but
no, it's because I think you are talking to the people. It's actually good because I think, especially the aspect of the fling thing that we were talking about people not even caring about what the other person is bringing on. I mean, you don't know the kind of thing that is on the other person, but you're just, I mean, that's why we have condoms and strong ones. I know. That's not enough.
Break, you don't say something strong.
I mean, there are strong condoms, but trust me, it is very important to actually sensitize these people and make them understand that. See, understand that in as much as you want to enjoy life, in as much as you want to do all this paparazzi of life, you need to be so calm with it. You need to take it gentle. You understand? Now everybody will chop life. If life come later chop you, no go like them. You understand? So as much as you want chop life, no make life chop you. So it's important that you take everything easy. There's something they say, poco a poco. I think poco a poco. Yeah, poco a poco is like a French word. Yeah. So it means little by little. So everything is little by little. So my guys there, small. They do them small.
Say that they do them small.
They do them small. No make life chop you. Me, I don't tell you my own. No. Me say they do them all, but I mean, I don't want to make life chop you, so I take them easy. Take them jeje.
I think that my advice and my take on this with people that, I mean, everybody would live life the way they want to live it, right? Even if you want to fling yourself anyway, Abuja to Lagos to London to Port Harcourt, please go for medical tests, right? Test yourself and get consent. Don't let anybody mess with your emotions and now start acting like they like you. Have that discernment.
Discernment, yeah.
Yes, to know that this person just wants this one, right?
But you don't know, personally, I just think you just know that this person is not serious with me.
Some people don't know, to be honest.
You think so?
Some people don't know.
I mean,
some people don't.
But and some guys are actually really not doing well too, in the essence that that's what I'm saying. It is important. One of the rules of having flings is that you're truthful about anything you want to do. You understand? You come to a consensus. Say, okay, fine, Mo, Uncle Perez, this is Mo. I think we should. I know I really like you. I'm attracted to you, but in a way, I don't see us in a relationship.
Yeah.
I don't see us doing anything together rather than me having sex with you. And if game, we can bring it on. You understand what I'm saying? But if you're not, I feel like if you say that kind of thing, I'm not trying to say in a rude way, though.
In a sensible way.
You understand? If you say that kind of thing, there's a way you can, there's a difference between go there and go there. You get what I'm saying? So there's a very big difference between sit and sit. So if all of those things, if you can say it and to the person you're talking to in a very good way, let's be truthful, there are a lot of people that are willing to just have flings with anybody. You understand what I'm saying? There are a lot of people. Some people are not even looking for relationships anymore.
Some people are not for love.
Especially now.
It's just money.
I met someone and the person was telling me that love had gone since the days of Titanic. Do you know when Titanic happened?
The person was a traumatized, PTSD.
That person has a very, very big issue. You understand what I'm saying? For you to tell me that love has died since Titanic.
1980 something.
Can you imagine? So how do you expect that kind of person not to agree to the fact that, oh, see, let me be truthful to you. I don't love you. I know there's no love at first sight here.
As far body no be
you understand? Waiting me, I see say you get and I see say you get boobs, and I won't make you just day. I'm sorry if that offends you.
No, why?
Okay. So I just want make we just date together, and that's it. I feel like life would be very, very interesting. Life would be very good if we all can come out and tell people our intentions straight up.
So you agree with me that conversations need to be...
Now I'm agreeing. I think I am agreeing.
Rolling my coins after this, I'm collecting money from you. Okay, so on to the next one. Let's talk about rebound relation. Why is it looking like I've had experience in all of... God. I'm a Christian. I'm holding you, please, man. Please, oh. Rebound relationships, right? So,
That's a very deep. It's a very deep.
It's very, very deep, right? So, I will not lie. I've actually been in one. I've actually been in one, and it's so painful. It's so painful that sometimes I ask myself that all these things, where are all the good men? Where am I seeing all these men from? Am I going to the wrong places? I go to church, from church to my house.
You live a triangle life.
Bruh.
Church to the house.
Not triangle, maybe square, park, or to the movies. I like going out. Alright, I'm a one-man mopo, right? I could literally just go to the beach on my own, and I've met I don't want to share that experience on this. So my own rebound relationship story, So I was in a relationship with someone that I liked. I always like everybody I'm in a relationship with.
Obviously, that's the reason why you're in a relationship with them.
It might not be same. You can be liking somebody, the person will not like you back, and you will not know.
True though.
Do you get?
Yeah.
So and thank God that we didn't date for so long, and I got to figure him out, right? So he turned out to be a very nice person, right? And my own love language is act of service and word of affirmation. You now use sweet word to get into my head, and I'm like, my head will be
turning.
It will be turning on his own, and and he's very good with
words.
This is like someone is pouring milk into honey. Very, very good with
milk
words,
and honey.
Act of service on points. I did not know that they were carrying me to the place that I don't know. And so I realized that in the course of our relationship, maybe 4 months after or 5 months after, he would just get upset over trivial things, little things, very petty things that she would just laugh off, right? And I found that if we have an argument, right, because I don't want to age on time, I don't want to have wrinkles, I will not frown my face. I will talk about it and then we'll go. He will just go mute and not talk about it, right? And then he will just come out nothing happened, do you get? Or he would snap and I'm why are you like this? And I'll get upset. At any point where I get upset, he would apologize, but in that apology, if he doesn't mention his ex, it's not okay. Before I used to feel sober for him and say, okay, maybe this person broke your heart, he will not try to be forming tears running down his face. I'll not be consoling this person. He'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry, my ex, she did this, I'm just scared. I'm like, don't worry, I'm not like, Momo, I'm sorry, I'm not like that, you don't have to trust me, this and that. I would try to sell my own market. Did I come to you for love? You're the one that came to meet me, and I said yes, and I'm trying to sell my own market to you. Why? I didn't even realize that I was, Oluwa. This time around, if you are watching you that you know, God, I will punish you. And like for every time, his ex will just be coming up, and the one that now made me sit up to say, okay, what's this guy really all about? Was when he now compared me with his ex.
That's the problem. That's the beginning. That's the beginning.
And I'm an overthinker. I had to like start playing. My siblings didn't even know. There's something I was like very lean. I was sad. It's because of man. It was because of man. It was nothing. It was because I really see fine boy with me. Very, very fine. Had everything. It was like really my spec.
He had beards.
Yeah, he had beards. And he was very, very, very intelligent person. But I'm like, you should have just said, oh, I don't like you, but I just want to be with you to the point where I'm like emotionally stable. You're now using me because you're not using, you're You're not using me as a rebound. If not because I'm a Christian, other guys that come into my life, they will suffer for it. Because it's really very hurtful and very painful to see someone that you really love not love you back and use you as a rebound. That's even mad. And now start comparing you with your ex, and now you now want me to become your Mr. Fixer. Do you get? So you now start pointing out and say, oh, my ex didn't used to do this. She didn't used to do that. Oh, my ex did this and I hated it. And then me, and I'll be like, okay, let me try. So I was no longer myself. It was like I was living by theories and by book, like biology textbook. Let me open this book of
let me try this
book of X chapter 1 verse 2. Don't behave like this. Don't sit down. Don't cuddle. Don't this thing. But when it comes to intimacy, you don't remember your ex. So you don't remember your ex is like that. But when it comes to other things that you're meant to, like every normal partner will do, you just remember your ex. Let's go out. Oh, when we went to this place, oh, my ex is, what's my business? Just tell me you don't like me. Let me go. You now wasted my time for a whole year. Again, go with me.
A whole year.
For a whole year.
But I mean, personally, see, if you are looking at me and probably will be in a relationship later in life, or you are coming into my life, please fix your problem. I'm not a fixer. Please fix your problem.
It's a fixer.
Please, if your heart is broken, please
mend it. Take sellotape.
I don't have to use I don't want to use paracetamol for someone else's headache.
Exactly.
You don't have to do that to me. I'm just a young boy coming up. You don't want to kill me with your ex palava. Can you hear me?
You don't want to die before your time.
No, but on a more serious note, I think this thing is coming from a place of immaturity. Trust me. I think one thing that you should understand is that no one should suffer for your mistakes.
Exactly.
See, regardless of anything that happened in your past relationships, if you know that you're still heartbroken and you're not healed yet from the things that happened in your former relationship, please don't go into another relationship.
Fix yourself.
Fix your life. Because fix yourself, fix your life before you try.
Say fix your life.
Of course, before you try to go into another relationship. You know, it's crazy. That's how they come and say, my ex is. Have you heard someone say my ex is my bestie before?
I've heard that one.
Are you hearing what you are saying?
Are you normal?
Are you all right? Your ex is your bestie. What's going on? I know his boyfriend too. What's my business with that? You're not from
quadrangle relationship.
You understand? So we'll go to this one's house, we'll come to this one's house, and we'll be. How does it even? Do
you think that there's something more for ex to be besties?
If you are my girlfriend and you have an ex who is your bestie, trust me, I'll tell you categorically, Ogbeni, choose between your bestie and me.
Yeah.
Perez. Uncle Perez.
See now.
Your boyfriend. You understand what I'm saying? Because let's be truthful, we are not kids.
Yeah.
We know how all these bestie things, how they actually turn out.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had besties and we know what happened. You understand? I really don't want to put a lot of information out.
Tell us, spill the juice.
Huh?
Spill it, tell us.
You think I should do that? So, but trust me, if I've had besties and we did stuffs and you can't tell me that I know the experience. I know how.
Wait, you've had a best friend and you guys did stuff. Were you in a relationship?
You know, every time I'm trying to say something, why you always bring in my relationship?
No, I want to ask because we were talking about rebound, right?
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
so I'm just asking, like, at that point where you had your bestie,
of course,
and you had like a thing with your bestie, were you in a relationship?
No, I was not in a relationship, but I knew that. Trust me, that my bestie was in a relationship.
Oh, so you were the rebound. No, her boyfriend was the rebound.
You know that kind of thing. You know. God forgive me. They are married right now, and no, but I mean,
this rebound is rebounding.
You understand, and it's still rebounding. I mean, but I feel like those times, what was I doing as the bestie? I was always advising, okay, this guy is a good guy, you know. I mean, so I'm rooting for the guy, but we are still.
You're terrible. You are terrible.
But
terrible.
I'm rooting for the guy, but we're still on the side doing our own thing. You understand? Until she got married and everything had to stop. You understand what I'm saying? So if I'm now in a relationship and someone is telling me that my girlfriend is telling me that there's a bestie somewhere, you understand that it's not even an ordinary bestie, your ex, that you people used to like each other. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you people used to do things together. Now you're telling me you're with me. You understand? That's the height of it. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like rebounds they actually come from a place of immaturity and a place of improper healing.
I agree with you on that.
You understand? Improper healing. And you not healing properly should not be your partner's fault.
Yeah.
I strongly believe that you not healing properly should not be. So if you're in a relationship with me and you're telling me one of the reasons my boyfriend opens the front door for me to sit, and it's not in my character to do that. See, trust me, I know this is a whole topic on its own.
Yeah.
You know, there are some things that your partner and you see as sexy.
Yeah.
You're in my life right now and you need to adapt to my life. Or you make me see reasons why I should do this if you like it.
Or meet at a middle point.
You understand what I'm saying? We should come together and meet you and be like, okay, fine, I want you to do this. Don't just come to me and say, and give me attitude. Some will even give you attitude. You understand? And you don't even know what is going on. You're just in the relationship.
I was wondering what's going on.
What's going on? This girl is not talking to me like she's supposed to do. And you find out that it's because you didn't open the door for her. You know, that kind of thing. So I feel like two things. I said two things about the rebound relationship. I think number one thing is coming from a place of immaturity.
Yeah.
And number two is coming from a place of improper healing. And one more time, if you are not healed properly, please go and find solution to your life before you enter another person's relationship.
Oh, let's say if you have not collected medication, I think that would be too sensitive.
If you still have some injections to take, you understand? Please don't go into a relationship. Complete your dose before you apply for that relationship.
Be nice.
You get what I'm saying?
And I agree with you with when you talked about improper healing. Because I have a friend who broke up with his girlfriend, right?
Oh, okay.
Now you break up. Now you did in pain. Why they cry? Do you get?
Girls can be so dramatic. So.
Why they cry? And then it wasn't the guy. It was the guy, and he wasn't like properly. He hasn't like probably gotten his mind off this girl, right? And then started like having a thing with someone else, sort of like as a rebound, or to say like maybe I'll find healing in this person, right? And when he was done with this other person, he just realized that, you know what, I still love this girl. I need to get back to my...
Wait, don't tell me. He went back to the girl.
He went back, and in my head I'm like, how do you now want this other person to feel? Because this other person is already liking you, right? So if you're when it comes to humans being hurt from like relationships and stuff like that, and then wanting to heal based on using another person, right? I think that's a very what's the word? That's a very unjust and unfair and very good. That's a very selfish thing to do, because even if you are hot, I believe that most people know what they are doing, right? And everybody has the power of choice, and they just made that choice to it's just like hurt people hurting other people, right? And like I said before, self-awareness, self-love, self-healing. If no matter what happens in relationship, whether you are being served breakfast or you are served lunch and dinner, once you have gotten to that state where, like because it's a mind game, right? This life it's a mind game. Once you got to that state in your mind where you know that no matter what happens, right, I can do bad all by myself, and you just leave. And I think that with flings and rebounds, it's now affecting new relationships, because if you know, people are not seeing the wrong in what they are doing, right? And so you meet with someone that genuinely likes you, and you're now carrying that baggage from your old relationship. You are carrying that pain from your old relationship into your new relationship. I mean, I've heard stories of like people who like genuinely fell in love with someone, right? And because there's this story on Instagram that I saw. I think it was on Dang, right?
Oh, okay.
So this guy here, he expected that he was in a relationship with a lady here, obviously he was in a relationship with someone, right? And in his mind, he feels like women will normally react to certain type of things. And so he was just wondering, if I vex, you will not vex, you will not shout, you will not scream. Why are you so calm about it, right? And so he began to develop that trust issues. He began to develop trust issues. So if she's not angered, right, he will see it as like, she's probably seeing someone outside and stuff like that. And so he just messed up that beautiful relationship. And I suspect that he must have had that like issue from past relationships, right? Women must have troubled his mind a whole lot to the point that in his new relationship, someone that is just introverted, does not like to shout, wants peace and love, but you're used to war, right? Yes. So you're now bringing that perspective from your old relationship into a new relationship. And when you realize that, this is how this girl is, she doesn't like shouting, she really loves and cares about me, it was just too late. And it was like begging for her to come. And the girl said like she wasn't coming back. You can't make her a second option when like someone has really put themselves out there, right? So you can't bring your hurt from your pain, everything you now carry there, you now come and dump it on someone else's door. I feel like people should give. I know trust is being vulnerable and being open to trusting people is very, very hard. Right? But I think that if we will give room and if we will observe other our partner's personality to say, okay, even if you take time for you to like that person, or even if you take time for you to be in that relationship just to like that person, just to grow to love that person, at least see where this person is headed to, right? Don't intentionally hurt people. Like for someone like me, I'm not in a relationship now because of the things that I've experienced. Someone has used me as a rebound. You have used me with the things that I like. Words of affirmation, act of service. Feeling too. I came to you to comfort me. You used me to do boost and you went away, right? So I know like I've had like guys coming to me and say, I like you, right? But I'm not going to go into that relationship because they see that PTSD from my past relationship. And I'm not sure that this person wants to like use me. And now I've leveled up, I've wised up. There's someone that I met on the beach, right? I met on the beach. I paid for drinks, everything. I like giving people benefit of doubt. I don't like judging the book by the cover. I got in friendship with this person, right? That's why this guy started with, I like you. I mean, I don't like you, right? And they wanted to go for his next event, right? He invited me to his apartment. I said, let me be nice.
And try and go.
Because I've been very like uptight, rigid, exactly, thank you. I said, let me be nice. Let me go and meet this person. I got to load apartments and I didn't know you had already planned my entire life. I'm a fear men that plan your life behind your back. Really, fear men. The first red flag to knowing that this person wants to use it as a fling or rebound is fear men that plan your life. I said, I was not in the mood. I said, let me be going home. Then I said, oh, I thought you were sleeping over. Bro, where? And then from nowhere, I just started hearing, oh, I miss you. And the hugging was so... See, I'm slim now. And he's very chubby. By the time he grabbed me with hugging, like, Uber straight to my house. Because in my head, I know that this person doesn't like me. You just want to use me as either a rebound or a fling. And I'm not even ready. So automatically, my head is... Anytime a guy comes to meet me, he's trying to... If you're overly friendly within the first 3 weeks of it, I just know that you're not a serious type. I will take my time to learn how to like you. And that's just it for me. For new relationship, if you're going to any new relationship, please drop your baggages. Nobody's interested. You get to a point where you now want to genuinely say, okay, I'm ready to be in a relationship, right? Yeah. So what's your thought about like people bringing in their rebound? How is this like affecting new relationship from your own perspective?
Talking from what you said about you liking someone and the other person not liking you back, there's actually something that happened to me. So there's this brother of mine that stays in the US. So he came home and wanted to have fun. You understand what I'm saying? So he came home and wanted to have fun. So I decided to, okay, fine, let me just take my brother around clubs and let's just have fun and just enjoy life. So when we were in this club and, you know, where we had a call, we had different drinks on our table, and there was this particular girl sitting at one corner in the VIP section. I mean, she was just there.
Yeah, what section were you?
I was close to the VIP. So I was close to the VIP, but I mean, I was just on my own because that day I was really having a bad day because I had to go to the airport twice to pick my brother. So it was really hectic, and he wanted to club that same night.
Where did you?
I don't understand. He wanted to club that same night. So I was just all by myself, sitting there, looking at everything, looking at everybody, and this particular girl was just there looking. That same club, I saw a particular girl that I liked. Oh. That was different from the girl that was in the VIP. Although I saw the girl in the VIP, so I just saw her and because she was all there by herself. There were other people there, but she was just on her own. So I saw another particular girl that I liked. So I wanted to talk to the girl. So I spoke to the girl that I even liked was actually I know it's crazy, but I mean, it was one of the girls that were the bartenders in the club.
So you guys have known each other?
Yeah, not like she was new in the club. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I just saw her and I liked the girl, and I was like, okay, fine, I should talk to her. So I spoke to this lady and she was like, she wasn't going to give me her number. I mean, it was crazy. Sorry, bro. It was weird. I mean...
Your lines are not strong.
It wasn't that I used line. I just wanted her number so we could talk some other time. And she was like, she's sorry, she doesn't want to give her number out. So I had to respect that. I really liked her, trust me, as at then, the way I saw her. Okay, so moving on. So the particular girl at the VIP lounge was just there. And I don't know what happened. I was just sitting with my brother. My brother, he likes dancing. So he's just on the stage. He's just on the stage dancing.
Energy,
doing his own thing. He was putting on white with cap, with sneakers. He was just dancing.
And he just come.
You understand? He just come now. Now from Oyibo land he come. So he was just spraying money, just doing all of this. Then I was just sitting. I was just looking and I was doing recording. I was making sure that people there would see that, okay, I'm flexing my brother now. Yeah. So I just saw one of the bartenders brought Azu bottle to her table. And I'm like,
one for Perez.
What's going on? So I quickly went to my brother and I was like, America Hdebay in bill. Because I mean, what
is that so that expensive?
I mean, I don't care, but we know how these things work now. No matter what, are you going to spend a whole lot of money the night you came. You still have several nights, and I think we should spread all these things. You see what I'm saying? So he was like, what did you do? I said, sorry that I'm speaking Yoruba. I mean, like I told him in Yoruba, I was like, want to be bottle as well. Like they brought Azo bottle. Then it was like he didn't do that. He didn't do that. And I went back to the seats and I saw a card on the table.
Yeah, I feel lady shooting a shot.
You understand that kind of thing? But I mean, looking at the lady ordinarily, I really don't want to go to her for a lot of reasons. You understand what I'm saying? But the moment I saw that this one was not even giving me attention. So I just
spoil your game.
I don't know. I just took up the card, saved the number on WhatsApp, texted the girl, and we started things from there. And I mean, the rest is a long story. You get what I'm saying? So that's just bringing me to the...
So you did not try, you did not fight.
Fight what?
You did not fight for the ones that you like.
God, Jesus has fought
the battle.
A very good fight of faith for me.
Jesus has fought the battle.
So I mean, we're just trying to understand, we're just trying to make all these things, we're saying all of these things just to make us understand that rebound relationships are real and they're happening.
Yeah.
And flings are really happening. And one thing we should understand, because as you said earlier, you were saying we should actually be careful of, even if you're going to have flings at all, you have to be very careful with it. And the rebound relationships, my advice, and what you said also, was that if you have a problem in your previous relationship, fix it before going to another relationship. I think that's it.
Thank you. Wisdom. Thank you so much. And that's it. Unscripted with Hdebay TV. We've come to an end of this amazing session. I had fun and I hope you had fun too. To keep up with us, follow us at Hdebay TV on all social media platforms. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on your post notification and hit the like button. Remember to share this channel to your friends and families. I didn't say your parents, but share with your friends and families. But before we close this show, I have something special for you. So I'd love for you to go into the comment section right now and share with us topics that you love for us to discuss on this podcast. Winners will be selected randomly on our YouTube channel and our Instagram account. So don't forget to follow at Hdebay TV on all our social media platforms. Till we meet again, we remain unscripted with Hdebay TV. And I'm your favorite host, Mo.